Hello, hello, hello. Haven't been live in a little minute, so I figured I'd go live today. What better day to go live than today on World Mental Health Day, right? So, yeah, I wanted to go live today on World National Mental Health Day, whatever you want to call it. Not sure if it's really like um, like a government national holiday per se, but in any event, it's something that definitely shouldn't be overlooked, and it's something that should be, um, attention brought to it, right? Okay, because mental illness is um, definitely a big deal. Okay, in the United States, America, mental health is just an issue all across the board, right? And, whether we want to believe it or not, it is definitely something that is affecting a lot of people, okay? Um, we had the events of 911. I'm going to just say it like that, and after that, obviously, a lot of people had to seek mental help, right? And stuff like that because of the traumatic events that went on. Now, when speaking of mental health, all across the board, okay, I just think it's important that every single last one of us do a mental health check, okay? Check your mental health because there's several different things that can definitely affect your mental health, right? And let's face it, a lot of us come from trauma. A lot of us come from trauma, okay, whether it be from our childhood or whatever, especially, Black Americans per se. We have a lot of things to be traumatized for, right? So, I would be remiss not to, acknowledge this day and just say that mental health is something that definitely plagues all of us, and if we can, each one reach one, each one teach one, or whatever, just acknowledge it and help each other, it would definitely make the world a better place. Okay. So, what is mental health? Mental health is the state that your mental being is in, right? Okay. Mental health is just a general term that's used for a different a large array of different disorders, okay, different diseases. It can be hereditary, it can be environment, it can be situational, so mental, when speaking on mental health, it is just a broad general term that we use for one's mental health. Okay. Um, there's a lot of people that suffer from anything, um, ranging from depression to anxiety to PTSD to ADHD to the S word. I'm not going to use on here because, I think they don't really like the S word. Okay. But the point that I'm making is that there are a lot of people that suffer from mental illnesses, and it's something that we definitely cannot overlook. It's something that needs to be addressed. Okay. Like I was saying, a lot of us growing up, okay, may have grew up in households that were in drug infested areas. We may have grown up in poverty, the whole hood thing, the whole, so a lot of that type of thing can definitely traumatize us as adults, right? Stemming from our childhood. And I think majority of the different mental health disorders probably stem from one's childhood events, right? That's why it's so important to make sure if you have children, you're raising your children, that you are raising them the best way you know how, keeping them away from anything that may be going on, whether it's DV is going on, you know, anything that is going to leave a lasting impression on them and have them struggle with their mental health as they grow older, because these things shape us, right? As adults, things that you go through when you're younger. So, you know, if I can tell any parent out there, okay, you're going to have rough times, even if you're a single, especially if you're a single parent, you're going to have rough times, okay? You're going to get frustrated. You may have two, three kids. You're going to get frustrated, want to yell, scream, cuss, and do all of that. But try to get your mental health in check. Try to seek help of someone that can help you to maintain and to keep a peaceful environment, because the one thing you don't want to do is later on regret it, because you have basically traumatized your children that have not asked to be here, right? So if you can prevent that, that's what the goal is, right? That's what the goal should be. So yeah, if you can prevent from traumatizing another person, because we already know, everyone's heard the term that hurt people, so if you can get your mental health in check, okay, so that way it's not a generational curse, and it's not what happened to me is going to happen to you, and then it's going to happen to you, and it's going to happen to you, in regards to your children and your children's children. Get that stuff in check immediately. Okay, get it in check. You do not want to be running around traumatizing people, and that's why a lot of times I like to do videos and just talk about maintaining your peace. How peace is so important and different things like that. All of that stuff ties in to mental health. Okay, so if you know someone that is, exhibiting signs of them having some type of mental illness, or you may see that they're depressed or they're withdrawn and different things like that. If you are in a position to help, I would say, definitely reach out and help, right? Only to the extent that you can, okay? I'm not saying to be a hero, you know what I mean, and compromise your entire self if you're not equipped for that. But we all can help in some capacity. Just helping a person out, okay? It may be, a few kind words. It may be, if you believe in prayer, it may be prayer, meditation, whatever it may be, reach out and help someone. I think a lot of times we go from day to day, in our everyday lives, and I really believe that we take a lot of things for granted, and we don't really see things on a in the grand scheme of life. We don't really see and notice that there are so many people that are plagued with mental illness, and it kind of gets unnoticed, it gets unchecked, it gets undiagnosed, it gets untreated, all of the uns it gets, you know what I mean? But it really is a big deal. Okay, mental illness is a really big deal, because your mental state is going to determine your actions, okay, and the things that you're going to be doing in life. So yeah, if you can reach a person and help them with their mental health, I say do it. So right now I am getting ready for dinner. That's shaved steak, okay? We are going to have steak and cheese sandwiches, okay? That's what we're having. But I just wanted to come on here and to give some recognition to the day, Mental Health Day. Um, Definitely a big deal. Okay. Things you could do to keep your mental health in check. You can, always, like I said, you can meditate. Definitely get away from different situations that are making you escalate instead of de-escalate, right? Um, find out, go online, find out different things that you can do. Find a niche, find something that you can do that brings you peace, okay? That helps you to de-escalate, that helps you to, you know unwind and all that different. Find out what it is for you, okay? What it means for you to be able to, instead of going from 0 to 100, you know going from 10 back down to 0. So find those different things. For some people it may be doing art, for some people it may be whatever it is. Try a healthy route, okay? Obviously, doing drugs, getting high and all of that, your problems are definitely still going to be there. So I wouldn't advise that. If you want to have a little drinky drink, okay, not against that, not opposed that. You want to get your little couple totes on to relax, okay, but abusing substances and stuff like that, the bottom line is that everything is still going to be there. Your problems, your trauma is still going to be there. So, therapy, okay, if you have not sought out a therapist, I would definitely advise you to seek someone to talk to, okay. That can be therapeutic. It can be therapeutic to talk to family and friends, and even those who have possibly traumatized you, because the thing about it is sometimes we may traumatize a person and not really fully be aware of it. And you know, maybe if it's brought to our attention, we can fix it because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? For instance, being completely transparent, things that I went through, me and my sister went through as children. Hey, baby, as children, that was traumatic to us. When we got of age and stuff like that, we did talk with our mom, and basically, she really felt bad about certain things, but the thing about it is, and we forgave her and all of that, okay? Forgiveness is very important. Now, I'm not saying that a person is going to be doing you wrong and they just don't know about it or whatever, but sometimes there is situations where a parent, okay, can be so engulfed and so consumed with their own, in their own world, in their own sin, in their own wrongdoing, that it traumatizes their child. But also, some parents raise their children to the best of their ability, to the best of how they know how. Okay, they may be raising you according to how they were taught and what they know, and it may not always be correct. It may not always be right, but the point is, some parents do try. So just because the end result may be that they, have exposed their children to certain things and may have brought certain traumas on their children, it's not always the case that they are just cold hearted, they're evil, and all of that stuff. Some of our parents, let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way a bean. You know, they are raising you and teaching you according to what they were taught and and how they were raised. So it's kind of like, that generational curse thing again, okay? But we are curse breakers, okay? Just say it. The generational curse stops with me. It stops here and it stops now. You do not have to be a product of your environment, okay? Um, it can stop with you, okay? Some people go the direction of the trauma, they run that way, they run to the trouble, okay? And then you have others that say, I absolutely refuse to have me and my children, you know, continue this pattern, okay? So it's a choice. It really is a choice, okay? So I just admonish you to try to be different, okay? Try to be the change, and not even try, you can, okay? And another thing, your trauma and your traumatic experiences and what you have been through in the past absolutely positively does not define who you are today and who you're going to be, okay? So just denounce all of that. Just because it was like, don't embrace all of that garbage by saying, because I've been through this and I've been through that, and this is all I knew, and this, you have the opportunity to learn different. Okay, there's resources out there. You have the tools, you have what it takes to become different and to change that cycle. Okay. And before I continue on, I just wanted to, because I think this is important too. Okay, the National, I'm gonna say SU hotline. Okay, if anyone out there is suffering from any type of, crisis, or they feel like they don't want to be here anymore and all of that stuff, you can text, okay, SMS or text 988. Or you can also go online at 988lifeline.org. Okay. And, you know, online is a great tool. You can also go to the crisis hotline. You can, just Google that for the crisis hotline and pull that information up for whatever state or city that you're living in. But yeah, National SU hotline. You can SMS text 988. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you can also call. So if you call 988, you'll get the same result as pretty much texting. Call 988, you can get a live person. You text 988, you can text help. Some people are not, phone people, and they may not want to, talk until they pretty much warm up to a person, and things like that. But I just wanted to plug that in real quick to let you know that. And it's about 5:30. I'm late for cooking dinner, but I just wanted to come live real quick. Oh, just wanted to come live real quick, but I'm about to get this steak and cheese under wraps. We got some hoagie rolls, right? Tons of onions over there. Okay, lettuce, tomato, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to come on here and say that. And hello, Monty and Nova Dior. How are you? I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I just wanted to come on here to acknowledge World Mental Health Day, and just I have not been live in a while, and I be really missing my supporters. I'm gonna start going live more because I definitely love chopping it up with y'all. I love, love, love talking to y'all and just building and talking about topics and situations that matter. So that's really all I have. Okay, Mwah. Peace.